Just one drug dealer into our net. That'll be one less badass hunky mother on the streets and in the camp. What are you doing? Cheetah! I'm not paying for this.
A group of Australian scientists has created a new weight-reducing drug which could have worldwide application. And joining me in the studio tonight is the inventor of the new drug, Nobby Doldrums. Nobby, your press release says the fat-reducing drug looks set to become the biggest pharmaceutical breakthrough in the last 28 years, and that so far it appears to have had no real side effects. What animals have you tested the drug on?
Ants.
Ants?
Yeah, ants, Kerry. And the results have been really, really surprising, actually, because the fat's just fallen off and absolutely superb.
OK, terrific. So, how does this new drug work?
Well, it increases the metabolic rate of the ant.
And what does that mean for the ant?
Well, it means the ant runs around its cage at about 120 kilometres an hour. Generally like that.
Very fast indeed.
It's very fast because, you know...
Just a blur, is it?
It's just a blur, you know, the wind through its antenna and the thorax is sort of... Yeah.
Yeah, OK. Tell me, Nobby, do the ants put the weight back on when they come off the drug?
Oh, yeah, it's very sad, you know, they really bulk up. A lot of them have gone into therapy. We had these little couches made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what about the human application of the drug?
What do you mean, the human application of it? I don't think it'll work on humans.
Nobby Doldrums, I hate you.
Yeah, that's a pusher, all right. Yeah, he's waiting to score a deal, the blimmin' mofo.
Give me a look.
Don't.
Ah, Sarge, he doesn't look very much like a suspicious person to me.
That's because you don't have my trained eye, cheater. Now we move... Give me that. Now we move on to stage 2 of our covert sting scam. Constable Stamen, eyes and ears peeled. This is one lesson in surveillance you won't want to miss.
When you do
Don't!
I look ridiculous.
No, you look fine. Come on.
Do not.
You're very pretty.
Oh, do not. Look, my handbag doesn't match my shoes. Look at this scarf. It's like something your mother would wear.
Now listen, did you take the microphone to your chest?
Yes, I did, but I think it's got a bare wire. I'm a bit sweaty from the bra. I keep getting little shocks.
Stop complaining. It's a serious business.
Well, why can't she be the woman?
Because she's a radio expert. And I need her to monitor the conversation between you and the mofo.
Do you mind?
I'm just testing the microphone. Testing, 1, 2, 3, test, turn on, thanks. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, hello.
That's my tape.
All right, now, that okay?
Howdy. Hi.
Shh. Sit back and relax, Constable Stone. You're going to enjoy this. You don't get too many undercover ops as brilliantly executed as this one.
I'm a woman, and I've got $10,000 for any drugs you're selling. Is that all right, Sarge?
Welcome back. Well, the Cats thought they were in big trouble earlier this week when their key full forward, Cliff Bayliss, was reported for striking Essendon's Ray Pringle. Fortunately, though, for the Cats, Cliff Bayliss was found not guilty of that charge, so he gets to take the field this week for the big clash against the Crows. Both players join us in the studio. Cliff, you must feel relieved.
Oh, yeah, mate. I feel vindicated. You know, footy's a tough game and you're going to get a knock every now and again and it's the nature of the game and I think Ray understands that.
Ray?
Yeah, well, you know, it felt a bit harder than an accidental knock, but Tribunal's made its decision, so I'm happy to go with that.
Good on you, boys. Well, speaking of the Tribunal, they...
Did you see that?
No, I was...
He thumped me!
I did not lay a finger on him.
Well, speaking of the Tribunal, they had a busy week this week with...
Bloody hell! What?
I must say, I did think I saw you give Ray one there.
No. I'll tell you what happened. Perfectly understandable. I'd gone for my drink, I went for my glass, and I just sort of slipped out of my hand and I just caught him with the corner of my elbow, that's all.
Come on, mate.
He's just bunging it on for the camera. Jeez.
Well, the tribunal was a busy place this week with up to...
Ow! Ow, Ray, that really hurt.
He hit himself.
Oh, yeah, I'd hit myself, like I'd do that. Like he chipped my tooth.
Cliff,
No.
we'll have no more.
No,
mate.
I've got to go and see an ortho.
We'll have no more. Cliff. Top players from 4 teams had to visit the tribunal this week in what is gone down as historically being its busiest week on record.
Well, he started it.
The Westgate Bridge. It's a huge bridge that cars use to travel from one side to the other. It's f***ing brilliant. Look at it, it's fantastic. It's great. I'll tell you a wee story about this bridge. When they first built it, when they first put it together, they were going to put 2 lanes either side of the road. But the designers said, no, f*** off, let's put 3. And they said, f***ing brilliant. So they did, and they've done that there. It's f***ing incredible. You know, when you vomit and it comes out, it really stinks.
Renowned South African media magnate Clive Francis was in town today for a flying visit. David McGann caught up with him and recorded this interview.
Mr. Francis, thank you very much indeed for your time.
My pleasure, David.
I know you're a very busy man, so I appreciate the time that you're spending with us.
Well, I was a reporter once too, so I try to make myself available whenever I can.
Well, it certainly makes a pleasant change, I can tell you.
Well, I feel I owe it to the profession, you see. I really do. I think it's very easy to lose track of your roots and forget where you came from. The higher you climb the ladder of success. So I guess I'm just trying to maintain some sort of perspective.
Yes, yes, very true. I wonder if the very difficult life that you've spent in South Africa has given you this very real sense of wanting to spend your time with those less fortunate than yourselves.
Oh, I'm sure it has. I mean, I've seen some beautiful things and some very humorous things in South Africa. But by the same token, I've seen some despicable acts of human cruelty. But I've always felt I understood people, and I still do.
Mr. Francis, thanks very much for your time. Back to you in the studio, Ian and Narelle.
My name's Claude Snood from the Gunfirers Association. I'd just like to say 2 things. First, that the only people in this country who want guns banned are those homosexual communist Nazis like Ron Howard. Now, I don't like Ron Howard, never liked him in Happy Days, and I think he's a rotten Prime Minister. I like the Fonz, yeah, who doesn't? And I like Potsy, he's pretty funny. I think make him, you know, put the Fonz and Potsy in cabinet instead of those raving gay Russian Gestapos that are in there now. I'll say unto you that the farmers have needed the Uzi to keep the crows off their grain ever since this great country of ours was founded by heterosexual nationalists back in 1923. Now, they reckon that we've all got a right to free speech. Now, I don't agree with that, but I will defend to the death the right of anyone who wants to say it. And I can't defend to the death that right unless I have an AK-47 with a laser sight. We good old-fashioned hetero cockies need the state-of-the-art Middle East weaponry to keep the mice off our wheat and the homosexuals off our women. And the sooner that these left-wing, bleeding-heart, conservative Democrat hermaphrodites are shot to death with the very guns they're trying to ban, the more ironic it will be. Now, secondly, I have another announcement. A Tirana with the registration number KWL445. You've left your lights on, so I just shot him out for you. Thanks.
Marina Schnitzel,
Yes?
do you recognise this man?
Yes, it's Ernie Sigley.
Ernie Sigley.
Oh, good old Ernie.
Yeah, I knew it was someone off the telly.
Yes, he used to sing too.
Yeah, he's good, wasn't he?
Yeah, hey,
Hey, Paula. Yeah, that's good. Thanks very much.
Hercules, flee! 2 pints today, please. Go! Animals.
They're just like men, except they have twice as many legs. Hello there, lovers of fine romance and other things of a like nature. I am Fabio, the most beautiful man in the world. Again. My book of love tips is as great between the covers as I am. In fact, it's proved so popular that they intend to make a baseball cap out of it. And today is no exception. Today we will be looking at keeping your love alive and clicking. The most surefire method to do this thing is to impress your date at dinner with your extensive knowledge of imported wines and exotic foods.
More wine?
Oh, no, thanks.
Sweets for the sweet?
Sure.
Watchers of my love tips would have noticed that I am pretty good looking. This is because of my appearance. But in any relationship, it is just as important for the woman to be just as good looking and beautiful as the man. Merely. Why not buy your piece of tail something to wear? Something provocative, yet tasteful.
Fabio, you shouldn't have.
Yours aren't big enough. I knew that already.
Women can be like goats. Headstrong, stubborn, and with a small beard. But like a goat, a woman will melt into your arms after a nimble display of virtuosity on a musical instrument and a well-chosen invitation to love.
Root me.
Until next week, then, when love's fingernails scrape down the blackboard that is your heart, this is Fabio, the most beautiful man in the world, saying these things to you and leaving you with my very own dance of lust. Hey presto!
Livy, sit and stay. So, Kerry, what are you doing?
Yes, I'm watering the garden.
Oh, it's a marvellous what they can do these days, though, isn't it, Kerry?
Yes, it's astonishing.
Yeah. So what are you growing, Kerry?
Weary of you.
Really, Kerry, may I please, just have the tiniest clipping for my garden?
Yes, well, I'd prefer it.
Look at that. Scarcely human, isn't it?
Well, Nobby, I won't keep you.
Kerry, you should come over to my garden. I got everything there. I got rhubarb, Patterson's curse, sequoias, Frisians.
Frisians?
Oh, yeah?
I think they're a breed of cow.
Oh, really? Well, that would explain why I didn't get any fruit off their horns this year.
Well, it's about that time, so...
Kerry, what's that?
It's a rose bush.
Kerry, may I just have the tiniest clipping, please?
No, I'd prefer... Yes, well, I won't keep you, Nobby.
Oh, you're not keeping me, Kerry. I'm just taking Miffy for a walk.
Are you?
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Kerry, have you got a dog? Perhaps we could go for a walk together.
No.
Any sort of pet at all?
I have a fish.
Is it a Mexican walking fish, Kerry?
Yeah, I'm afraid not.
Pity. Miffy loves walking. She gets so excited when I say, Miffy, do you want to go walkies?
I can imagine.
Still, I don't have to tell you that I imagine you get pretty excited when you go interviewees, leaping about on your hind legs, yelping, urinating all over the floor.
Yeah, well, I think that's all we've got time for this afternoon.
Kerry, Aroun, I haven't introduced you to Miffy. Miffy! 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 Oh, Kerry, I'm so sorry. I'll get her back. Hang on a sec. Come on, Miffy! Time to go to the vet!
Hello. How are you? Mrs. Peterson, just take a seat.
Thank you.
This is your first visit?
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, I don't know whether to call you doctor or...
Oh, well, gynecologists are specialists, so we're called Mr. rather than Doctor, but if you want to call me Doctor and that makes you comfortable, then please go right ahead.
Okay, doctor.
All right, then. Now, Dr. Tarkoff, your GP, sent you in because... You've got, women's problems. Is it downstairs, is it? Right. Are you having any tenderness in the bra area?
No, not really.
No? All right. Are there any ickiness or yuckiness in the front bottom?
Not exactly.
Right. What about your about when you go to the toilet? Is there any thingy?
Well, I have had some soreness when I've been, you know.
What? When you've what? Oh, when you go to sleep with a man you married.
Well, I'm not married.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
No, I've gotten too personal. I apologise. Please forgive me.
That's okay.
Dr. Tarkoff has sent me an X-ray of your pipes. Perhaps we should have a look at that. There we are. And I'll just explain that to you. Your girl tube here is too narrow for the man's very special gift that he gives you to travel along to the rude duct where the miracle of children begins.
Are you going to examine me, doctor?
Oh. No, I'm fine. No, there won't.
won't be any need for that. Carry on.
Well, would you like me to take off my clothes?
No need for filth. I'm perfectly capable of examining you without you taking your clothes off. Well, it doesn't seem to be anything serious. What I would recommend here is that you take 2 Duvers every day before Watson, and call my assistant if there's any problems. Thank you very much, Mrs. Peterson.
Oh, thank you, Dr.
Stiffy. Willie Stiffy.
What's next with Milo Perry? And Milo high drama the National Table Tennis Championship.
Oh, that's right. Pacific Sim in the Leopard.
And did the winner jump the net at the end, Milo? Thanks, Milo.
You should fight them a Flanagan.
Yes, I should. And was it a high standard match?
Oh, look, Bana.
And playing a good
Spags potato.
with plenty of highlights for our Nightline viewers.
Oh, it's a super pen.
Terrific. And Milo's back after these messages.
Oh.
He's great. Let's piss Eddie off.
Well, looks like this new boyfriend of yours has stood you up.
Oh, Dad, he's only 5 minutes late.
Oh, he's just teasing, dear.
Oh, that's going to be him.
Now, don't rush. Oh, she's growing up so fast.
Yes, but she's got a good head on her shoulders.
This is Bishop Kenneth O'Loughlin. Kenny, this is Mum and Dad.
Mr. Carter, how are you?
Hello,
Hi,
Bishop.
Mrs. Carter, nice to meet you both, yes.
Can I take your stuff?
Oh, yeah, thanks very much. Sure. Cheers.
Now, would you like a nice cool drink, son?
Oh, yeah, red wine would be nice. Yeah, thanks very much.
Beer for me, thanks, Mother.
Oh, yes. Come on, Emily. Let's leave the men to get to know one another.
Please.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Well, tell me a bit about yourself, son. How old are you?
I'm 56.